Skinny Hardaway 7T, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on with me. Greatly appreciate everybody sliding through. We here for a good time and a long time this morning. We go slow roll the situation because we ain't in no rush. You know what I mean? What's good, BC? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, BC. Glad you can make it, pimp. He's at Skinny, Peace Pimping. Woke up hella early for no reason. Well, now you got a reason, BC. Now you got a reason. He said, I'm just listening, my nigga. I'm tired. Get your rest, bro. That's what we here for, bro. That's what we here for. Southern tea in the morning, bro. Just what we here for. Just what we here for. Southern tea in the morning, bro. We just gonna have us a little conversation. We only got one topic. You know what I mean? This morning we gonna roll it. We only got one topic. And I got enough. I got enough to talk about on this part. I got enough to talk about. You know what I mean? On this particular topic. There's some questions I got. To myself, man. Some stuff that I've been wondering. I got some news. Y'all see the title, right? Adrian Broner has officially, you know what I mean, parted ways with BLK Prime, right? You got on one instance where it says BLK Prime released him. You got another instance where it say that they parted ways, right? For whatever the reason may be. My question is, I want to know like exactly what happened. I want to know what really happened, right? I want to know what really happened. But I will tell you this: no matter what happened, right? It's a bad look for BLK Prime. Now, some may feel like it's a bad look for Adrian Broner as well, and I won't necessarily disagree. You know what I mean with it, but I will say this, right? We saw Adrian Broner go through about 2 to 3. You know what I mean? Different opponents, about 2 to 3 different opponents. You know what I mean? In trying to make this fight, the first opponent was Ivan Reddock, right? The second opponent was Hank Lundy, and actually Hank Lundy won the fight on his own, right? Because he ended up popping dirty for substance on the ban list in that particular city, but the substance wasn't on the ban list. Another city, but the city that the fight was going to be held on, Hank Lundy ended up testing dirty. You know what I mean? Before Adrian Broner fight, so he had to cancel the Hank Lundy fight, and then he found Michael Williams Jr. Right, and Michael Williams Jr. He probably had the oddest situation of any opponent, right, where the fight couldn't go through with Ivan Reddock. Him and his manager couldn't come to an agreement. Ivan Reddock agreed, right, that he wanted to fight for a certain amount, for a certain price. Ivan Reddock's team, his manager, the guys who were putting the fight on, they thought that that they wanted more money. They thought that they could get more money for this fight. So negotiations between Reddock and Adrian Broner fell through, because it was a misunderstanding with Ivan Reddock and his team and his manager. Ivan Reddock was cool with the situation. His team wanted more money. So Adrian Broner and his team decided to go another way, right? And then, like I explained earlier, you had Adrian Broner versus Hank Lundy. Adrian Broner versus Hank Lundy fell through. No fault of Adrian Broner. That was all on Hank Lundy. He tested positive for a banned. He tested positive for a banned substance. The city committee, right? The city commission called him for a banned substance, so he wasn't able to take place in the fight. And Michael Williams situation more bizarre than any situation, right? You had Michael Williams who had to pull out of the fight because he had his jaw broken in a training incident, because he had his jaw broken. You know what I mean? in a training incident. So Adrian Broner's luck for this particular BLK Prime fight, Adrian Broner luck, these last three opponents, you know what I mean, just ain't been, too good. Now again, like I was saying, some people may blame, you know what I mean, Adrian Broner, but I see Adrian Broner. I see Adrian Broner, right, try opponent. I seen Adrian Broner try opponent after opponent, you know what I mean, after opponent, and it's just like his luck with these opponents has just been terrible, right? So I don't necessarily blame Adrian Broner, you know what I mean, for what's going on. You know what I mean? Right now, I actually want to give Adrian Broner some credit. You know what I mean? I want to give Adrian Broner some kudos, you know what I mean, real quick for being persistent. You know what I mean? For being persistent, with this fight. A lot of people expected Adrian Broner, to pull out of this fight. A lot of people expect Adrian Broner to not take it serious, right? They expecting him to pretty much lay a egg. I think Adrian Broner did all that he could in this particular situation, right? I think Adrian Broner did all that he could in this particular situation to, make this fight happen, hold up his end of the deal, and hold up this part. What I want to talk about a little bit, you know what I mean, this morning, right, is BLK Prime, right? And I just want to say this is something that, that's on my mind. I don't care, how nobody feel, you know what I mean, or nothing like that, right? About this is just something that I've been thinking about, something that I want to, talk about. And I'm pretty sure it's other people, right? But I'm just going to ask the question, you know what I mean, this bright early morning. What's good, Edgar Chavez? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Edgar. Glad you can make it. What's good, Edgar? What's good, Edgar? We in this thing having us a good boxing. We in this thing having us a good, boxing conversation. We gonna be here for a long time this morning. We just go slow rolling. I ain't in no rush. I'm about to roll up. You know what I mean? Pretty soon. Just having the conversation, getting the intro going, saying what's up to everybody in the building. I just want to have a conversation. You know what I mean? I got questions myself. I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean, it's other people. I'm pretty sure it's other people who may feel, the same way that I feel. Pretty sure that there's other people, right, who may feel the same way that I feel. Just to hit you with the news real quick, Edgar, right? It just hit you with the news real quick, Edgar. Adrian Broner and BLK Prime has decided to part ways, right? They're no longer, doing business together. So that would mean that the fight that Adrian Broner had planned, you know what I mean, is no longer, right? They decided to part ways before they even had a fight put together, right? And I'm just looking at it, right? It's a bit of a bad look for everybody, right? You know what I mean? It's a bit of a bad look for everybody, but I think it's an extremely bad look for BLK Prime, right? And I'm just here to ask a question today that I've heard, other people ask, maybe not on this scale, right? But I've heard other people ask. I'm pretty sure people, you know what I mean, are wondering. I alluded to it not being a good. I alluded to it not being a good look. You know what I mean, for BLK Prime, and I say that because this is the third. This is about the fourth fight. This is about the fourth fight. You know what I mean, that they had fall through, if not the fourth in recent, right? That I could, that I could remember. This is at least the third fight, that they ever had fall through. You've been paying attention. You got Mickey Bay versus Tevin Farmer, right? That was initially the first fight that fell through. A lot of people forget that there was the BLK Prime fight. They had people pay their money. They actually started that fight, right? And I'm just saying these aren't like small, mistakes that are being made. Like these are like huge mistakes. It's like almost, right? Every time, because they did do that one event, which was that Bud Crawford event, which I'm gonna get into a little later, right? But it's like almost every time that a BLK Prime has, a fight, or every time BLK Prime is, supposed, right, to have a fight, something happens. It's always like something big, like something drastic. You know what I mean? That happens uh as well, right? And it always involves somebody either losing, their money, or us not getting the fight, right? With the Mickey Bay situation, pretty much they got through about three fights on their card. They got through about three fights on their card. Like people paid their money, right? People bought the pay-per-view. They got through about three fights, and about two fights before the main event, it came out that Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer would actually not be fighting at all. You know what I mean? It came out that Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer won't be fighting at all. You know what I mean? On that night. So you had people pay their money. You had people actually come to the building. You had people pay their money, right? You had people actually come to the building, and Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer never made it to the ring. They actually stopped the fight early, right? There was a big problem. People were wondering why they couldn't get their money back. There was no money given back, right? You had Tevin Farmer's wife who had to come out and say, she told everybody to call their back. She wasn't even, working for the BLK Prime event. She was just trying to save face. She was just trying to save face, you know what I mean, for Tevin Farmer. You know what I mean? But that was the first time. It was good, Tay MMA. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Tay. Glad you can make it, Queen. Glad you can make it. If y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let you two know that we live. Let you two know that we talking this good boxing. Help your boy get in that algo. I know it's extremely early. You know what I mean? And I ain't tripping on it. That's why I'm slow rolling, taking my time. Because we go get, I'm gonna make sure I get all these, thoughts out. Make sure I get all this off my mind, right? Because I'm just pretty much asking the question, that I'm pretty sure a lot of people, need to be asked. And I'm not even saying that this thing is a scam or this thing was a scam, right? But what I'm asking is, shit, is this, what I'm asking is this, you know what I mean? I'm asking, right? Like, is this a scam? Like, did they put the move in? I'm asking, is this a scam? Did they put the move in? Because it's almost like every time an event is supposed to happen, right? It almost doesn't happen. Like the first event, right? My bad. He said you up early, my guy, but still good shit. Yeah, I'm up early, Tony. You could hit that like button for your boy. We go slow roll it on into the morning, bro. We go be here. You know what I mean? But it's like every time they put on the event, right, something big, something drastic happens. The first event, right, was the Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay event, which led to people, spending their money, getting a few fights. The card did actually start, right, but the card started and it ended about three fights in. You had some fighters say that they didn't get paid, right? You had Lorenzo Truck Simpson who didn't even get a chance to make it, you know what I mean, to the ring. You had Lorenzo Truck Simpson who didn't even get a chance, to make it to the ring that night. They put on three fights and they stopped the card. Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay had to explain the situation that, the promoters for the event, they didn't have, the money. And it's crazy because BLK Prime was the promoters of that event, right? So that was the first time. That BLK Prime was putting on the event and it didn't go through, right? And then you had the Bud Crawford situation, right? The Bud Crawford fight, which the Bud Crawford event indeed, the Bud Crawford event indeed did go through, right? You know what I mean? We paid for that pay-per-view. Everybody got what they wanted. Good job. You know what I mean? Smooth groove. Great. Right? But you had the Adrian Broner fight, right? You had the Adrian Broner fight come up, right? And BLK Prime, the app, took the pay-per-view money for the Adrian Broner fight out of everybody's account, you know what I mean, without their consent. Like, there was a big fiasco about, BLK Prime, BLK Prime took $42 from me for, a surplus charge that I had no idea about. That was the Adrian Broner fight's pay-per-view, which will be the fight right now. You know what I mean? Which would be this fight, right? Adrian Broner versus Ivan Redout, and then Hank Bundy, and then Mikey Williams. Well, right. If we look back at it now, right? If we look back at it right now, if we looking at it right now, then guess what? The Adrian Broner and BLK Prime has now parted ways. You know what I mean? Adrian Broner and BLK Prime has now parted ways, meaning that we're not going to get that Adrian Broner, fight on BLK Prime. And when you really think about it, right, they now already took everybody's money for that fight on BLK Prime, right? So we had a Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay fight, right, that they were supposed to put on. That didn't happen, right? And then, we had the Terrence Bud Crawford fight that happened the way it was supposed to happen. And then they charged us for Adrian Broner pay-per-view, right? That's probably not going to happen, you know what I mean, at this point, because the news now, right, is that Adrian Broner and BLK Prime have split ways. Now, the exact reason why Adrian Broner and BLK Prime split ways ain't came out just yet. It's only been stated that they have split ways. You got one side saying that he was let go. You got another side saying that he was split way that they split ways, right? I feel like either way, you cut it. Either way, you look at it. Both entities, AB, of course, because he's AB, he's that figure, right? He has that face, right? AB is going to take a little hit for this, but I think the bigger hit from this is going to be taken by BLK Prime, because now you get people starting to wondering, like, man, was this whole thing a scam? You know what I mean? And I want to ask the question, like, was it? And I'm just bringing it, to attention. I'm sure I'm not the only person feeling like this. Like, it's like the only fight, right, that they got to go through, the only fight that we actually got, the only fight that they actually delivered on was the Bud Crawford BLK Prime fight. You know what I mean? That's the fight that they delivered on. That's the fight. That's the only fight that we got. You know what I mean? So what I'm starting to wonder is, right, was the BLK Prime, you know what I mean? Was the Bud fight for BLK Prime, just a scam to get people to subscribe to the app? Because it's like, since we've had this app, right? It's like they've tried to do what, 4 different events. They also had a Brian Norman Jr. event, BLK Prime, that didn't really happen. Like, they tried to do about 3 to 4 different events, right? And more, in about half of them, you know what I mean? About half of them, fell through. The only event to date that they actually have put it on was the Bud Crawford fight. You know what I mean? What's good, Lou Arrow Grassroots? Appreciate you sliding through. Thumbs up. You know what I mean, for your boy. We here for a good time and a long time. I ain't in no rush this morning. I'm just in here. I ain't in no rush this morning. I'm just in here, you know what I mean, having a conversation. I'm just asking the questions, you know what I mean, that need to be asked. I know some people feeling like this. Me, I'm starting to wonder, you know what I mean? I'm starting to wonder a little bit. I'm starting to, question a little bit exactly like what's going on here. Is this the end, right? So we know BLK Prime, they signed Terrence Crawford, right? And then they signed Terrence Crawford, right? And then they signed Adrian Broner, right? Terrence Crawford signed on a one fight deal, right? Terrence Crawford signed on a one fight deal. Adrian Broner signed what, a 4 fight deal? Adrian Broner signed what, a 4 fight deal? You know what I mean? And then that was it. That was their only two signings. They had two big signings, you know what I mean, back to back, right? Adrian Broner and Terrence Crawford, right? So Terrence Crawford, they signed him for one fight, right? The event was successful, right? They had a successful event. They put it on, you know what I mean? And Bud Crawford went his separate, and Bud Crawford went his separate, right? But now Bud Crawford is about to fight Alexis Rocha. Bud Crawford is about to fight Alexis Rocha. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if that fight is going to be on BLK Prime, but more than likely it's going to be on the zone because Bud Crawford had signed that 3 fight deal with the zone. At least that was the rumor, right? It ain't been official yet, but Bud Crawford and Alexis Rocha has been announced by the WBO. You know what I mean? So I guess if that fight is displayed, on the zone, then right, I guess we'll have an answer. If that fight is displayed on the zone, right, I guess we'll you know what I mean, we'll have our answer. But I'm guessing that fight versus Bud versus Rocha won't be on BLK Prime. My guess is it's going to be, you know what I mean, on the zone that, right? So we could pretty much cancel Bud. You know what I mean? What's good, Tony? Said AB signed a 3 fight deal, right? So we can pretty much cancel Bud, you know what I mean, as being a part of, the BLK Prime roster going forward, right? So Bud was one of their signings, and then okay, Jazz, it'll come up later, Jazz. It'll come up later. Yeah, so we can eliminate Bud Crawford, you know what I mean, being a part of the BLK Prime stable. The only other big name fighter, now maybe there are other small name fighters, you know what I mean, on the BLK Prime boxing. Maybe there are, right, but not any that we would know, right? So the only other big name boxer that seen that Bud was only on a 1 fight deal, right? The other big name boxer is Adrian Broner. So now you got BLK Prime, who just parted ways with Adrian Broner as well. You know what I mean? So the question I want to ask, right, is this the end of BLK Prime, right? And if this is the end of BLK Prime, right, if this is really the end of BLK Prime boxing, right, because I think BLK Prime is more than just, you know what I mean, a sports app, right? So if this is the end of BLK Prime boxing, man, you go get people who start to question, you go get people, right, who start to wonder, was this whole thing just a scam, right? Was this whole thing just a scam? He said AB had 3 fight deal, got 3 different fighters, and never stepped in the ring. Yep, facts. Yep, facts. So the only fight that they really did get off was the Terrence Crawford fight, right? The only other fighter of note is Adrian Broner. You just let Adrian Broner go, and you signed Adrian Broner to a 3 fight deal. Now I'm pretty sure, right? Yo, I ain't gonna say I'm pretty sure, but I would love to, right? Yo, I got 9 people in the building, and I get all 9 of you gotta hit that thumbs up for your boy. I know it's bright and early. We ain't in no rush this morning. We just in here slow rolling this thing, having us a boxing conversation. Don't know if you heard, but Adrian Broner has decided to part ways, you know what I mean, with BLK Prime. I'm just in here, asking the questions that I'm pretty sure, that we all want to ask. You know what I mean? Because I want to ask it, right? That's why I'm asking. This is my show. You know what I mean? Can't nobody tell me know how to run my own show. I'm a little kid, and I'm pretty sure if I'm feeling like it, right, then my people feeling like it as well. And I'm not saying that this is or isn't, right? I'm just bringing it to the light. What's good, Omega? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Omega. If y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. Really appreciate, y'all sliding through. We having us a boxing conversation. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we in the building. Let YouTube know where you at and that you in the place to be. You know what I mean? News agent Broner and BLK Prime have decided to part ways. You know what I mean? What's good inside the square circle with King and Judah? Y'all tap that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. Let's help keep the likes with the views, y'all. Greatly appreciate y'all sliding through. And again, we ain't in no rush this morning. We ain't in no rush this morning. We gonna make it up, do what it do. Then Broner Jr. got out quick, couldn't get him a fight either, right? Right, Judah. I talked about that a little earlier. I said it's like every move, right? Almost every move that BLK Prime made. You know what I mean? Every move that BLK Prime made, it's like it didn't follow through. Like it didn't go through. It was like people lost money, right? People lost more money, right? In this BLK Prime boxing, it's like people lost more money with BLK Prime boxing than they got. You know what I mean? The good fights or the fights that we were told that we were going to get, right? You know what I mean? We was told we were going to get a Brian Norman fight. We didn't get it, right? Then they had Tevin Farmer versus Mickey Bay. They actually had like 3 or 4 fights on that card, but they had to cancel the event because the main event fighter said that the promoters didn't want to pay them. Effectively, the promoters was BLK Prime. You get what I'm saying? And then we had the Turnsburg Crawford fight, right, which actually did go through, right? Their fight actually went through. You know what I mean? And then they signed Adrian Broner a little while after they signed Terrence Crawford to a 3-fight deal, right? They signed Adrian Broner to a 3-fight deal, and Adrian Broner never even had a single fight. You know what I mean? And I don't think that's a bad look on Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner went through 3 different opponents. They said they would reschedule the fight, right? Once the third opponent, Mikey Williams, broke his jaw in training. They said they would reschedule the fight, right? And then the next news we get, instead of a new date, right? You got us sitting here waiting on the new Adrian Broner date, right? And Adrian Broner and BLK, and the news we get, right, is Adrian Broner and BLK Prime part ways, right? So it sounds like, that BLK Prime has had more things fall apart than things come together, right? And that's not me throwing no hate or shade, right? That's just me stating the facts. I am a BLK Prime user, right? When you really think about it, right? And when you really think about it, right? Okay. When you really think about it, right? The only fight they had go through was the Bud Crawford, you know what I mean, fight. Hold on for a second. Y'all know I be high. Like I'm saying, look at my phone. Oh yeah. So it seems like BLK Prime, right? They've had more things fall apart, right, than they have fights actually, you know what I mean, happen and transpire. And I'm not saying that, this thing is a scam or nothing like that, right? But what I'm saying is myself, right? The people who have BLK Prime, like myself, right? No one could feel a certain way, right? If the people with the BLK Prime feel scammed, you know what I mean? Let's look at it. We've had only one of these events go through. It's like we've been told. Okay, we go get this fight, we go do that, right? A lot of people want to support BLK Prime. I do. I'm subscribed, right? But as a subscriber, right, I think I don't think I'm stepping over the boundaries, right? If I ask, I don't think I'm stepping over the boundaries, right? If I ask, man, why I kind of feel like the only fight that I had, happened from this was the Bud Crawford fight, right? And I'm not mad at that because I paid for it and I wanted it, right? But let's think about this. There was also a big problem about a $42 charge randomly coming out of, the BLK Prime, from a random $42 charge randomly coming from BLK Prime, right? People, there was an uproar about, oh, I had money taken out my card from BLK Prime. I didn't pay for nothing. I didn't pay for, a pay-per-view or nothing like that. Well, BLK Prime, they took out for the Adrian Broner pay-per-view, right? The money that came off everybody's card was basically a pay-per-view fight for Adrian Broner, right? So now what you're telling me now is, what you're telling me now is, right? So now what you're telling me now is, right, that we're not even going to get that Adrian Broner fight. Okay. Okay, Jazz, I got you. Okay, Jazz, I got you. So now what you're telling me is, right, that they what you took, right? So now what you're telling me is that, right, that $40. Now what you're telling me is that $40 that you took, right, for that Adrian Broner fight, that's now about to look, that's now about to look like a scam because we're not even about to get the Adrian Broner fight now. So my question is, what happened? Like we got yanked on the Tevin Farmer, right, versus Nikki Bay situation, right? We got yanked, and y'all told us the reason, whatever the reason was, right? Cool. You had the Bud Crawford fight, right? Cool. And now we're about to get yanked, you know what I mean, on this Adrian Broner fight because Adrian Broner is no longer, you know what I mean, with BLK Prime. So for the people like myself, where do we go from here, right? The people who signed, the people who who subscribe to BLK Prime, right? What the people who subscribe to BLK Prime to see Adrian Broner fight, you know what I mean, these next 3 fights. Now, I think even like, let's take it a step further, right? Did was the money taken? Was the money taken from us for that $40 Adrian Broner fight in advance? Because you guys felt like maybe you would not be able to find an opponent. You know what I mean? Was that like pre-planned? You know what I mean? To take that out people's account. My thing is, what's going to be the substitute for that $42, right? That you just took from us for this Adrian Broner fight? Because newsflash, me, right? I wanted to see Adrian Broner fight. Like I came to BLK Prime to watch the Terrence Crawford fight, and then y'all signed. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I did not subscribe to BLK Prime when they signed Terrence Crawford. I signed to BLK Prime after they signed Adrian Broner. I said, man, they made 2 big signings back to back. So if they made 2 big signings back to back, then they off to a great track. Brother Blue Blood, you know what I mean, is one of the promoters for it. So I was with it. I said, y'all been signed, 2 of my favorite guys, Bud Crawford and AB. You know what I mean? Let's make it happen. Now, the way that they signed Bud Crawford, I feel like was a little sketchy, right? But still, they signed him. I was all, for it. I like the idea of Adrian Broner, fighting on, a black nigga, right? I like the idea of Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? Fighting with BLK Prime. You know what I mean? So that's really why I got it. I got it because of this Adrian Broner signing. Now you're telling me that you parted ways with Adrian Broner after you done already took, my money for the Adrian Broner pay-per-view. So now I'm expecting the Adrian Broner pay-per-view, right? And at this point, right, I'm expecting the Adrian Broner fight, and now I'm clearly not going to get it because BLK Prime and Adrian Broner has decided to part ways. What's good, Texas boy? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Texas boy. Glad you make it. If y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Let YouTube know that you're in the place to be. Let YouTube know, you know what I mean, that we cooking right now. Again, y'all, I told you I'm a slow roll this. I'm taking my time with this. You know what I mean? This morning, I know everybody got to get up. Everybody got to wake up and do that thing. I'm going to let y'all get up. I'm going to let y'all wake up. I still got to get up my damn self. I ain't even, had my waking back this morning. I woke up to, this Adrian Broner news. You know what I mean? I just had to. You know what I mean? This one like no breaking news or nothing like this. I think this news actually broke last night. I think Tay Jones, you know what I mean, might have broke this news. Shout out Tay Jones, Team Wilder. I think he actually might have broke this news. But I want to talk about it because, man, Adrian Broner is my favorite fighter, right? I got a few favorite fighters, right? Adrian Broner, Jermell Charlo, Spence, Devin Haney. You know what I mean? I like Frank. I like a lot of guys, like a whole lot of guys. Too many guys, right? For me to sit here and really just, go off list because I forget Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? Because I forget, right? But it's certain guys, just like about 7, 8 guys, right, that I take a look, or more of a liking to because of the way that they move, and, in boxing and stuff that they do. Bud Crawford was one of those guys up until he got to 47. Now I'm more so, now these days I'm more so looking at him, kind of side eye, but not anymore, right? Because the Earl Spence and Bud Crawford thing is officially dead in the water, right? You know what I mean? With Bud Crawford having to fight Alexis Rocha, and I'm actually glad that that thing is dead in the water. You know what I mean? I feel like boxing can finally get on. I feel like we could finally get on with our lives, right? In boxing, I feel like that fight, kind of tainted. It's been bringing it down. So I'm glad that we passed it. So Bud about to fight Rocha, and Earl about to go up to 154, and I think that is exactly how it's supposed to be, right? You know what I mean? But this is a really, really, really bad look. You know what I mean? Really bad look. I feel like for the BLK Prime family, right? It's like they've had more hits than they've had misses. Now I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, some people out here, who find a way to blame Adrian Broner. But look at this, right? Fighters, they fight, right? Every time they had a fighter, Adrian Broner was on point, and Adrian Broner was on point, right? And Adrian Broner was ready to fight. Adrian Broner wasn't the reason for any of these fights. You know what I mean? Falling through type deal. And hold on, let me find the thumbs. I'm finna say something, y'all. Y'all do a favor. Y'all say something. I know people might not like this, but I'm finna say something, right? All right, I'm back now. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. Right, I'm about to say something, right? I believe would I be wrong to feel like I'm kind of starting to believe like was never ever even going to fight with BLK Prime, man. I'm starting to feel like, you know what I mean? And I don't know. Maybe I don't know. And I ain't saying this got nothing to do with blue blood. Maybe this was over blue blood head, right? You know what I mean? But I'm kind of starting to feel like, that this whole thing was a scam. Like from maybe not from the beginning, you know what I mean? But I believe at some point, right? Like the Agent Broner signing right after turns, but I loved it. I was excited about it, right? But the more I think about it, and even right then, right, even right then when I thought about it, even right then, you know what I mean, when I thought about it, I'm like, man, was this move right here, was this like a promotion, like a fight signing, right? You signed Terrence Crawford, and then right after that you signed Adrian Broner. I'm starting to wonder, right? Was the signing of Adrian Broner more so like a promotion? Like, did BLK Prime sign Adrian Broner to promote their platform? You know what I mean? Was that a promotional signing? Was that a promotional signing? You know what I mean? Rather than an actual fight signing. You know what I mean? I think Adrian Broner, Terrence Crawford may have been, you know, a fight signing, right? He fought David Avenesian. They put that fight on. But I'm starting to feel like Adrian Broner was like a promotional sign. Like, okay, Adrian Broner, we go sign you to talk about BLK Prime, go around, do some interviews, get our name out there, promote us, talk to us. You know what I mean? That's the feel that I'm starting to get from this BLK Prime. And these are just my opinions. It's just how I feel. So you can't tell me how I feel is wrong. You can't tell me, you know, them people taking my money, them people not giving me the Tevin Farmer, you know what I mean, Mickey Bay fight, them taking my money for an Adrian Broner fight that's clearly not going to happen. You know what I mean? They parting ways. I'm not on, you know, the BLK Prime payroll. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking from the same aspect that y'all talking from, the fan aspect. I got sources and shit, right? But I'm far from formal. I'm a fan of boxing just like y'all. I'm just a fan where if I ask questions, you know, they'll respond to me. You know what I mean? I'm just a fan that if I ask questions, they'll respond back to me. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna have Bill Hayner on a little later. I know this random as fuck, but I'm gonna have Bill Hayner on a little later because I'm gonna talk about Devin and Shakur and Devin and Bill Hayner. You know, the back and forth again. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have Bill on a little later, right? But it's beside the point. But at this point, right, BLK Prime, I think, man, rather it's what's good, Big Tex. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Big Tex. Glad you can make it pimp if y'all could. Do your boy a favor. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Rather you here for a good time or a long time, would really appreciate it if you could hit that thumbs up for your boy when you're having us a boxing conversation. Right, I'm asking the question of right now. Was the BLK Prime, you know, basically just a Terrence Crawford, you know what I mean, scam, right? Did they suck us in with the Terrence Crawford fight? Now, some people got BLK Prime, two sides to it, right? Y'all heard me out for a second. Two sides to it. Y'all heard me out. Some people got BLK Prime right for Terrence Crawford, right? Some people got BLK Prime for Adrian Broner, right? Because those were the two biggest names that they had. Coming out. Right, so you had half the people. Right, so you had half the people. You had half the people buy BLK Prime for Adrian Broner. You had the other half of the people buy BLK Prime for Terrence Crawford. Right? So let's talk about the Terrence Bud Crawford aspect for a second. So if you got BLK Prime because you're a Terrence Bud Crawford fan, cool, right? That's cool. You got a chance to see your fight. Job well done, right? And I know I'm finna lose y'all. Job well done, right? But how do you feel about them taking that extra $40 from you for a pay-per-view that you never even bought? right? If you got BLK Prime 14, and this is I'm just letting you know how a person like me, right, a fan, BLK Prime supporter, will feel scammed. That's why I gotta ask the question, right? If you're a Bud Crawford person, you bought the fight to support Bud Crawford. Cool, cool. So what about the 40 that they took after the Bud Crawford fight that you had no clue about, right? If you're an Adrian Broner fan, if you got it for, if you got it to support Adrian Broner, right? You got it to support Adrian Broner, right? What about, the $42 that was taken for the Adrian Broner fight? And now we're not even going to get the Adrian Broner fight. Adrian Broner is no longer even on BLK Prime. So you got Terrence Bud Crawford, right? Who we subscribe to BLK Prime for, no longer on BLK Prime. We got Adrian Broner, who we subscribe to BLK Prime for, no longer on BLK Prime. You got me? Hold on. That's what they want. PGA picked out. PJ Big Dog, what's good, pimp? Appreciate you sliding through. If y'all could hit that button. And then, we got the people who signed for Adrian Broner. We're not even about to get an Adrian Broner fight. You know what I mean? But we still got to pay those subscriptions, right? We still, we still got to pay for those subscriptions. We still, got that $40 for that Adrian Broner fight, taking that out of account. I couldn't even right now at this point, I couldn't even tell you a boxer who's on BLK Prime. The boxing community know about BLK Prime for his boxing. And now BLK Prime doesn't even have boxers. You know what I mean? Don't even have boxers. And the Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer fight was the first debacle, right? And then you had the $40 snatching debacle, right? And now Adrian Broner and BLK Prime has parted ways. You know what I mean? What's good, PGX? I'm ignoring you. PJ, what's good? Not how good shit, man. What's good? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. And glad you can make it. Said our subject T, but just watched 3 of Newer fights for the first time. Bro, he's going to be Fulton, bro. Everybody picking Fulton, but he's going to lose. I disagree. King Judah. I disagree, King Judah. We can rap about it. We can rap about it a little later on. We can rap about it. He said AB going to have to fight Connor Bean and his eggs. I like that fight. I like that fight. I like Connor Bean versus AB. I really do. And they actually make a whole lot of sense right now. And when you really think about the grand scheme of things, they're 2.5 from Eddie Hearn to fight Connor Bean. That ain't looking too bad right now. I wouldn't, even be against, especially with the look, that AB having right now with Connor Bean. I said with Connor Bean, right? With the BLK Prime fight falling out, him having 3 different fights. You know what I mean? Connor Bean, the situation that he in right now, he can't fight in the UK, right? He talking about coming across the pond. Anyway, you know what I mean? He did mention previously that he wants to fight Adrian Broner. Eddie Hearn actually sent Connor Bean in a contract to fight, you know what I mean, Adrian Broner. I said at this point, man, you take that 2.5, fight Connor Bean. I can't beat A. Yep. I think at this point, that fight about 50-50. I think at this point, that fight about 50-50. At this point, that about I think at this point that thing about 50-50. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's just looking I'm just confused right now at this point, man. I'm a little confused on what AB go do, right? The kind of being sound like a valuable, right? And I'm confused as to why exactly do I still have BLK Prime? You know what I mean? I strictly got that, for the boxes. I strictly got that for the boxing tip. You know what I mean? Now there are no boxers, of my liking, even on BLK Prime. You know what I mean? At this point, Anthony Johnson said he gonna kill like. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think AB could turn the clock back. AB one of them dudes. You back B to him corner, man. He go fight. AB ain't gonna let you knock him out. You know what I mean? He's not gonna let you. Never been knocked out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. I think it'll be an entertaining fight. You know what I mean? I most definitely will watch it. I'm most definitely signing up for Adrian Broner and come to be. And tell you the truth, man, I just want to see Adrian fight somebody, anybody. I want to see him fight anybody, but it's just Adrian Broner just got the worst luck. And you see him in the gym, you see him training hard, right? And let's really think about this for a second. Let's really dig deeper, man. Let's really dig deeper. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all hit that thumb. So let's really dig deeper. Adrian Broner has said it multiple times, man. I need to stay in the ring. I need to be active, right? That'll help keep me out of trouble. You know what I mean? Help keep me focused on boxing. Right? This man had just gave us a whole speech, interview after interview after interview. They be left because they want him to fight Regis and somebody else tough, and they be want Crawford type opponents. I heard that on Tay Jones show. I mean, if that's the reason, then I guess right. But if that's your star people, if that's your only fighter, unless you got a bigger fighter, you know what I mean, in the bag. Shout out Tay Jones. Unless you got a bigger fighter, you know what I mean, in the bag. AB is your only fighter, man. You got to make that happen. We got BLK Prime for AB. You know what I mean? We've been getting more promises and more excuses and more reasons, right? From BLK Prime rather than fights. We got one fight out of them. That's Bud and Avanesia. Everything else has been foul throughs. You know what I mean? Adrian Broner is your biggest fighter. She's probably your only fighter right now, right? You know what I mean? You got to make that fight happen. You know what I mean? You got to make that fight happen. So now y'all part ways before Adrian Broner even have a fight. Now they part ways before you even have a fight. You know what I mean? And now if they go get another a fighter, right, a bigger fight than Adrian Broner, then I perfectly get why would be inclined to let AB go if you can get a bigger fight, right? But even so, if that's the reason, right, and that's what we'll go with because Tay Jones said it, so it's true. I trust Tay Jones' word, right? So if they fell out because of a fight opponent, man, if you BLK Prime, Yoda, what's good, Yoda? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, King. Glad you can make it, y'all. Glad you can make it. If y'all could do your boy a favor, let YouTube know that we live. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Greatly appreciate you sliding through. We having us a boxing conversation again this morning. I ain't rushing. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that I get my thoughts out eloquently. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm not the only person, you know what I mean, who got questions. I'm not the only person who may or may not be feeling like this. What's good, Will? You know what I mean? We got BLK Prime, right, for Turnsborough Crawford, and we got it for Adrian Broner, right? BLK Prime had that one little mix up, that one little dust up with Tevin Farmer and Mickey Beta fight fell through. You gave us Bud Crawford versus David Avanesia, right? You know what I mean? So you gave us that one, and then you signed Adrian Broner, right? You got guys like me to subscribe. Adrian Broner was about to fight February 25th, 28th, something like that, type deal. But the fight ended up falling through. He switched opponents, right? From Radak, Avin Radak fight fell through because Avin Radak's manager wanted more money than BLK Prime was willing to give, right? So that fell through. Then you had Hank Lundy. The Hank Lundy fight fell through because Hank Lundy failed a drug test, or something like that. Yeah, he failed the drug test. And now you got the Mikey Williams fight that fell through because Mikey Williams broke his jaw. And then we wait. They say we go postpone the Adrian Broner fight, right? So we sitting here, we waiting on the date. And the next piece of news that we get is Adrian Broner is parting ways with BLK Prime. The reason given, right, is that BLK Prime wanted him to fight Regis and he wanted to fight Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? So if that was y'all problem, right, if Adrian Broner is the headliner at BLK Prime, he most definitely is that, right? If Adrian Broner is the headliner at BLK Prime, right, then you got to get Adrian Broner wherever fight that he wants right now at this point. Unless you got, a better move in the chamber. You got a bigger move, to please the fans, right? Because we got the Bud Crawford fight, cool. But outside of that, every other fight has fallen through. You get what I mean? What's good, yo? What's good, y'all? Shout out my guy, yo. I appreciate you sliding through this thing, yo. Judy Bean said it's crazy how BLK Prime was supposed to be the new big thing in boxing. Took digs at PBC to build their brand. Killed the Spence versus Crawford fight. Charged people card multiple times for the Adrian Broner pay-per-view. That charge, Judah, that charge was for the Adrian Broner pay-per-view. And now we're not even about to get the Adrian Broner fight. What's good, William Old School? Appreciate you sliding through. Said Blue destroyed Blue Blood's credibility. I watched Blue for years. I unsubscribed weeks ago. And it ain't even that. Because shout out Blue Blood. I love Blue Blood, brother Blue Blood and what he got going on. Blue Blood, one of the dudes that Blue Blood gave me a voice. He one of the first people that, they gave me a voice type deal that put eyes on me. You know what I mean? Blue one of the first people that put eyes on me. Shout out to Blue. I do agree, right, that Bud move did, not his credibility. But that's the wrong word. Credibility is the wrong word. I don't want to say it killed Blue credibility, but it most definitely did something. It did something like people. It did something, right? Credibility is wrong. What's good, Mike Biggs? Appreciate you sliding through. It did something, right? I don't want to say killed his credibility, but there wasn't. I think I don't want necessarily to say Blue took a hit, right? Because he's still, he's still Blue Blood, but that move most definitely did something. I mean, this BLK Prime thing right now, I would have to say that it's been more negative than positive, right? As far as the beginning, the opening stages, right? You got the Bud Avanesian fight under your belt. That's a good look, right? But to have Adrian Broner, to sign Adrian Broner, that's a huge look. And then to lose him before he even have a fight, that's the worst. I said, just for me, it did. I can't listen anymore because he was my guy. I feel you, and you ain't the only person that feel like that. That's a touchy, subject. You ain't the only person that feel like that. You know what I mean? Type deal. But again, Blue is the promoter, right? He smooth shit over. He don't make the moves, right? Somebody else is making the moves. Blue is the dude who reports to us what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So he not necessarily making the move, which is why I don't accredit that to Blue Blood. You know what I mean? I don't accredit that to Blue because he not calling the shots. He literally just got to roll with the shots. You know what I mean? Type deal. So I get that, right? But I'm talking to BLK Prime like the big heads. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the big heads that's running a move on us right now. That's trying to scam us. You know what I mean? Even if they're not trying to scam us, I'm not saying that they scamming us. I'm saying it's starting to feel that way. You know what I mean? It's starting to feel that way because we getting more knots than halves. You get what I'm saying? we get more stuff that hasn't happened than things that has happened, things that have not happened rather than things that have happened. You get what I'm saying? I came here strictly for Adrian Broner, and now Adrian Broner is gone. And the reason is, I got 14 people in the building. I got 21 likes. I know y'all passing through. I know other people live right now. But if y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy, let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Let YouTube know that you in the place to be. Let YouTube know. Uh, let YouTube know that we over here at the tea house and we getting it in bright and early. Who else is up bright and early? Not already been on an hour plus. You know what I mean? So y'all do your boy right now. Sometimes we forget, we roll in, we forget to hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Get your boy in that algo. Greatly appreciate you sliding through. Greatly appreciate you sliding through. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. And that's why BLK Prime, like they really at this point, right, to keep the interest, to keep the trust, right, to keep people believing, they need a bigger move, right? It's been all, you know, cleaning up. Let's clean up this mess. Let's clean up that mess. Clean it up. You know what I mean? We need big moves, right? And we need these big moves to stick. You know what I mean? I'm disappointed that we're not gonna get an Adrian Broner fight. You know what I mean? Here I am sitting waiting for an Adrian Broner, you know, reschedule me. I'm thinking, okay, maybe they about to reschedule it quick. They about to find an opponent quick. They'll give it a couple of weeks, and then boom. You know what I mean? Oh, Adrian Broner let go. And my thing is, if Adrian Broner didn't want to fight Regis next, right? Adrian Broner hasn't had a fight in years, right? It's it's completely understandable for Adrian Broner want to have one fight and then maybe fight Regis. And I remember Adrian Broner saying that he wanted to fight Regis. Actually, you know what I mean? I remember Adrian actually saying that he wanted to fight Regis. He said he going down to 140 and he coming for Regis. I actually remember Adrian Broner saying this. So, you know, I'm not really sure, you know, what happened. I know what's being said that happened. Adrian Broner ain't told his, you know, part of the story yet. You know what I mean? But I'm interested to see exactly what Adrian Broner got to say. Is it gonna be like a messy? Is it gonna be a messy thing? You know what I mean? Or are they go, you know, keep it cordial type deal? But it's just starting to look. Yo, I got 16 people in the building. Can y'all do your boy a favor? Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that they rely. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Don't know if it's your first time, but if you could, not make it your last time, hit that thumbs up for your boy. You know what I mean? We talking about Adrian Broner parting ways with BLK Prime. In one instance, they saying he was let go. Another instance, they saying they parted ways. Whatever the case may be, he's no longer there. You know what I mean? And it just got me, you know, thinking, got me asking myself, right? Got me, you know, kind of feeling, you know what I mean, away a little bit. You know what I mean? Again, we got the Bud fight for sure, that right. But I didn't necessarily sign here to watch Bud. I most definitely did, you know, get the Bud pay-per-view. You know what I mean? But I came here for Adrian Broner. But you do have a whole group of people who came to BLK Prime for Bud Crawford, right? And that's why a lot of people was mad about that extra $40 that they took for the Adrian Broner pay-per-view, right? Which we not getting now no more either, right? We're not getting the Adrian Broner pay-per-view no more now either, right? So it's kind of feeling like, man, the only thing we got out of that app was for Bud Crawford. I mean, the only thing we got out of the app was a Bud Crawford fight, and now we stuck, and there's absolutely no boxes, you know what I mean, on that app. And this has nothing to do with Blue Blood. Blue Blood is the promoter. Blue Blood is the commentator. Blue Blood, you know, he rolls with the punches. He's not the one in the office making those decisions. You get what I'm saying? He's the one that tells us what's going on. You know what I mean? He tells us what's going on. So I'm not talking to Blue Blood. You know what I mean? And I hate, like my guy actually said, you actually right. You actually right. Who was that said it damaged Blue Blood credibility? You know what? Going back, doubling back on the bro, I actually agree with you, right? Because he gotta, you know, try to maneuver. You know what I mean? He gotta try to make sense of moves that he's not even making. He gotta roll with the punches. You know what I mean? Because you know he has a partnership with him, right? He works with him. Those are his colleagues, right? But he's not the one that's saying do this, do that, do this, do that. You know what I mean? They make moves, and you know, Blue get paid to Let us know what's going on. You know what I mean? That's what he does. So it's not him that I'm upset with. It's the people who are making these fights. It's the BLK Prime, app creators, the owners. It's them, right? Because y'all got a boxing portion on BLK Prime, and y'all boxing portion on BLK Prime is doing ads right now. Y'all going in reverse. You know what I mean? If you got Adrian Broner, right, and he's your biggest, maybe your only, you know what I mean, draw at this point, your only sale at this point, your only boxer at this point. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, you had most of those people. I will almost go as far as to say all of those people signed to BLK Prime are there for boxing. You know what I mean? For the most part, they got what about 11,000 people there? It's for boxing. That's what they're there for. And now you have no boxers on BLK Prime. We've been waiting for this Adrian Broner fight like fucking crack cocaine. Believe it or not, niggas in the South, people down here, and I know them Ohio boys, you know what I mean? He go be in Atlanta, ain't like he need the whole world there. He just need about 10,000, 9,000 people. And he easily was going to have that, especially in the A. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He easily was going to have that. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole group of people. You got a whole group of people who was ready to go to Black Hollywood. Believe it or not, Adrian Broner is a popular dude in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Type of. This is why his fight was going to be there. You get what I'm saying? You got them folks coming from Ohio. You know what I mean? You got folks coming from New York. You know what I mean? Down there, type deal. Y'all, it's like it's not it's almost like I feel like BLK Prime doing everything on the fly almost. You know what I mean? Now you know they hadn't said anything since but AB leaving, Christian Martin no longer work for them. Christian Martin gone too. So is is that done already? I don't know, man. Damn, Christian Martin gone. Yeah, that's wild. You know what I mean? So it's just like we've been getting more. Like I said, we've been getting more have-nots. You know what I mean? Than have. Like you just, it's starting to feel like, man, a quick like, And I know I'm not saying that it is right, but I know it's people feeling like this, right? Because I'm in the peace, man. Right? I got a piece of my mind, right? That says it kind of feel like a money grab. You know what I mean? To me, they grabbed that money with the Bud Crawford fight, right? They grabbed that money with the Bud Crawford fight, right? And they grabbed that money with that Adrian Broner pay-per-view that they took from everybody without notice, right? You know what I mean? Then they let Adrian Broner go. KQQ, KQKC. Okay, see, they let Chris Martin go. So they let Adrian Broner go. They let Chris Martin go. You know what I mean? They had the Tim Farmer and Mickey Bay fight fall through. It's feeling like the boxing aspect of it, man. It ain't looking too good. Like, it ain't looking too hot. You got the Crawford. You got the Crawford fight. Right? Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Whether you're for a good time or a long time. I know it's bright and early. I know sometimes y'all roll in, roll back out. I know it's a lot of people live right now. And again, this ain't no shots at blue. This is me strictly talking to the BLK Prime, the top dogs, the owners, and shit like that. As a customer. You know what I mean? What the hell you mean Adrian Broner ain't there? You know what I mean? And I don't feel like nobody doing a good enough job to explain to us why Adrian Broner not there. Shout out brother Tay Jones. He said that it was because they want him to fight Regis type fighters and he want to fight Bud Crawford type fighters, right? But my thing is, the only type of fighter y'all got is Adrian Broner type of fighter because he's the only fighter that y'all got, right? So it would behoove you to give him what he wants. You know what I mean? To give him what he wants. I'm really am upset. You guys can't tell about this fucking Adrian Broner fight not happening. I wanted to go to goddamn Atlanta. I think I'm gonna get up. I'm still go to the goddamn Atlanta next week, just because. You get what I'm saying, or this month, whatever. Just because. You know what I mean? I was ready for this jump, man. And then they said they're gonna reschedule. Cool. Now all of a sudden, no fight at all. Man, it's tough. So what am I here for? What did I sign to BLK Prime for? Right. Okay, I got the Bud Crawford versus Indonesian fight. I watched it, right? But that's not the fight, even the fight that I wanted. I watched it because I couldn't miss it. You know what I mean? Because I said yesterday, millionaires don't like losing money, which they did with the Bud fight. BLK Pride got to make a move, man. I feel like you let Adrian Broner go before he had a fight, man. A move got to be made. We got to get a fight announced. You don't let your only boxer on the roster go without having, you know, another move in the chamber or a bigger move, man. Like a move, I feel like a move has to be made. You know what I mean? At this point. You know what I mean? For me to stay subscribed to, I'm about done. I'm done with it. Adrian Broner gone, man. I'm done with it. And I subscribe back when, they give me a fight, that I want to see, man. I came there for Bud, saw Bud fight. I came there for AB, didn't get to see AB fight. I already been charged for it, right? I bought the Tevin Farmer versus Mickey Bay pay-per-view, right? Didn't even get to see Tevin Farmer versus Mickey Bay fight, man. I'm 1 for 3. You know what I mean? I'm 1 out of 3 on pay-per-views. AB quit just like Christian Martin. She quit. Yeah, my thing is why they quit though. So you had AB and Christian Martin just walk out the door. My thing is why. Y'all do your boy favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. I got 21 likes. I know I had more than 21 people come through the building. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. I've been there for a minute. You know what I mean? Right now, type deal. Just want to just drop my thoughts. You know what I mean? On Adrian Broner, he parted ways with BLK Prime, signed a 3-fight deal, didn't have one fight. You know what I mean? And I'm asking the question, man, was BLK Prime just a Crawford scam? Because when you look at it, the only fight that we got was the Bud Crawford fight. You know what I mean? That's the only boxing match that we got out of there. You know what I mean? Type deal for the most part. So, like, did they just play on, and Adrian Broner too, you know what I mean? Did they just play on the fans of Bud Crawford? Did they just play on the fans of Adrian Broner, to get us in the building? Did they play on the support of, Blue Blood? And I'm not blaming Blue Blood, right? I'm talking to the people up top. Did they just play on the support of Blue Blood? You know what I mean? To try to get people in the building. You know what I'm saying? This, I will be, right? And I'm not saying that it is a scam, right? But my second man, right? My second man would feel a little played. You know what I mean? I feel a little played. You know what I mean? There's no coincidence BLK playing lunch with Bud. Got the people I see relied on boxing hardcore fans to anchor their low level pay-per-views. Raise your T's, Charles Martin Ariola. Wouldn't be surprised if BLK Prime under the guise of PBC for a lot of pay-per-views only work for Bud after those pay-per-views. Now BLK Prime and PBC the exact opposite because BLK Prime actually be taking shots at the PBC. You know what I mean? They don't work together. They don't. They don't at all, Prism. Those two different entities. I won't be surprised if Bud Crawford was trying to figure out, how the PBC worked, which is why he wanted to meet with Al Heyman and Earl Spence. I won't be surprised if they was trying to figure, out how the PBC worked to try to factor that into that BLK Prime, thing. That'd be, you know what I mean? I'm Mr. Conspiracy Man, right? Conspiracy time, right? Shit, I wouldn't be surprised at this point, looking how shit going, if Bud was the fucking owner of BLK Prime for real. Somebody told me a boxer owned it back then, you know what I mean? But I kept it to myself, you know what I mean? But I won't be surprised if Bud was the goddamn owner, you know what I mean? Put his own fight on, charge people again, type deal. I don't know, but look, they're just conspiracy talk. But what I know is, right? What I know is that they ain't really delivered. You know what I mean? They ain't really delivered on the stuff that they said they were supposed to deliver on. They ain't really delivered on the stuff, you know what I mean, that we came for. It has got nothing to do with Blue Blood. All Blue Blood do is report the moves being made. He don't make the moves, right? But I'm talking about BLK Prime boxing. You know what I mean? Because it's more than just a boxing now, right? But most of y'all fan base is for boxing, and y'all only managed to put on this one fight. You know what I mean? And then they took, then they took the money for the Adrian Broner pay per view, which is the charge that they got. Right? They charged us for Tevin Farmer. They charged us for Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay. We never saw Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay. They charged us for Adrian Broner and Ivan Reddock. They charged us for an Adrian Broner fight, right? We never saw an Adrian Broner fight, but they gave us the Bud Crawford fight. You know what I mean? So we 1 for 3 right now. You know what I mean, on these pay per views, right? We 1 for 3 on these pay per views, but we pay for 3 pay per views. You know what I mean? We paid for 3 pay per views, but we've only seen one. Like, y'all, would I be crazy to say I feel like I got scammed a little bit? You know what I mean? And I'm just speaking in general, right? But I really did. I paid for all this shit, right? But I'm just saying, like, would it be crazy to feel like I got scammed? Trill Hill, what's good, Trill Hill? Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, you could do your boy solid. Hit that like button. I've been here cooking for a minute. Y'all just rolling in. Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner and BLK Prime have parted ways, right? When we start this EP, we didn't have a reason given by we didn't have a reason, right? But somebody in the chat, they came in, told us that Tay Jones said that BLK Prime was saying that they parted ways because they wanted Adrian Broner to fight Regis and he wanted to fight Bud. You know what I mean? Basically, right? But my saying is, right, both of those are good fights, right? And if Adrian Broner is your only fighter, then I would advise you get Adrian Broner in the ring with somebody rather than nobody at all and letting him walk away after you signed him for a 3-fight deal. You know what I mean? So now you got no Adrian Broner. You know what I mean? You got no Bud. And I don't know another fighter signed to their roster. So unless BLK Prime has a huge move about to be made, you know what I mean? It's not looking really good for BLK Prime boxing. Now I almost would question, right? Is it really the end? Is that the end? And then you got the news dropping, right? KQKC said Christian Martin left BLK Prime boxing as well. You know what I mean? So what's really going on? What's really going on over there? You know what I mean? What's good, BBG, Trill Hill? Appreciate you sliding through. Marlonius 76 at Bull Finesse, all those other fights. What's good, Marlonius? Appreciate you sliding through. Said AB out of BLK Prime seems unexpected. Thought it could work for a right pugilism. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm a little upset we not getting this Adrian Broner fight. Like, I'm not understanding, right, exactly what the hell is going on right now, right? Believe it or not, Adrian Broner got fingers, right? A lot of them in the South. You know what I mean? He got fingers. I'm like, man, what the fuck is really going on? I want to see. I was waiting for this Adrian Broner fight. I wanted to be in the goddamn building. You know what I mean? I already had my Atlanta, you know what I mean? I fit my Atlanta gig going. You feel me? Skills. What's good, Skills? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Skills. My boy BBG Trill. Glad y'all can make it. What's up with the Kings? What's up? Salute to all the Kings. You know what I mean? BLK came and went just like Triller. Man, is that where we at, Triller Hill? Is that where we at? Is it the death? Unless a move, right? Because there are no more boxers right there, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe I know, right? I know more big name boxers at least, right? It's like the move, the signing of Terrence Crawford and you know what I mean, Adrian Broner, those were huge moves. Like that shit made waves. Like the promotion, like everything, they made waves. They did press conferences and all that, made waves. You know what I mean? And it's like the entrance was just as, ablaze, was just as lit. And it's like, is this the end? Like, are we looking at the end? You know what I mean? Because right now there are no boxers there. Yeah, Brian Norman left. Like, he was the first boxer they signed, and he never had a fight. you know what I mean, on BLK Prime. This has nothing to do, you know what I mean, with Blue Blood. Blue Blood is the promoter. He announces the moves. He don't make them. You know what I mean? But they signed Brian Norman Jr. right, and he never had a fight. Tevin and Tevin and Mickey, you know, signed to fight. Never had a fight. George Crawford signed to fight. He had a fight. Adrian Broner signed to him. Now he parted ways from him. Never had a, you know what I mean? It's just that's wild. You know what I mean? That's wild. What's good, Skills? Appreciate your slide. And BLK Prime decided to part ways, right? The reasons is murky, right? But we got a reason from BLK Prime. Brother Tay Jones said that BLK Prime wanted him to fight Regis. He wanted to fight Bud. Basically, my thing is they both good fights. He the only boxer you got. Make either one of them. You know what I mean? Either BLK could work for a local circuits and expose boxing around the cities. Norfolk boxing just by the theater to be training facility for amateur boxers. Shirt cards with local WWE wrestling cards. Man, I don't know, man, but I know the next move will have to be a positive one. You know what I mean? As far as this boxing thing go, when you got a subscription, mainly 80% boxers, right? That thing went from zero prescription. I said prescription. That thing went from zero subscriptions, right, to about 10,000 when you signed Bud and Adrian Broner. Right now, you don't got neither one of those guys. You know what I mean? So, and you took money from the people twice. Tevin Farmer, Mickey Bay, Adrian Broner, Ivan Raddick. Never had it. Never had it. Did y'all take the money in those first two pay-per-views to pay Bud Crawford? Like, is that where the money went? Like, rather y'all did it to do that, right? Is that where the money went? Like the Mickey Bay Tevin, you did that to sign Bud, right? And you took the Adrian Broner pay-per-view money, right? And you probably, you probably took the Adrian Broner money pay-per-view randomly, right? To use that to pay Bud. Like, man, y'all using our money to pay Bud? Is it the people's money that's being used to pay Charles Bud Crawford? You know what I mean? My thing is, at this point, right? At this point, I wouldn't be, surprised if people out here feeling, hey y'all, real talk. I know y'all finna think I'm playing, right? I know y'all think I'm playing, but can y'all do your boy a favor? I need one of y'all to send your boy $1 to the cash out. No, yeah, $1 because y'all know I be gambling and shit, right? And I got $9 in my account, and I need $10 in that joint so I can put it in there and gamble. Like, no, y'all really think I'm playing, but I'm not. Just $1, swear to God, just one. Appreciate y'all. But I won't be surprised if people feeling like they being scammed because I'm kind of starting to feel that way. You know what I mean? I didn't pay for goddamn 2 pay-per-views, right? And y'all send me $1 because I paid for 3 BLK Prime pay-per-views and I don't see one. Now I'm just playing. But I'm for real about that $1 in the cash out. You did jump for me so I can get my gamble on this morning. I gotta you got the account, you gotta add a certain amount. I need $1 for that. He said part of the problem is that the big promotions aren't letting their fighters fight for a fly-by-night promotion. I have a feeling that's why they couldn't get AB a fight. Would it make that makes some sense, Will? But my thing is, Will, with all the fighters out here in the world, Will, you just gotta go grab somebody, bro. Will, you gotta grab anybody, man, and just put on him that first fight. You gotta get that first fight going. You know what I mean? You already took the money for the pay-per-view, right? You already took the money for his pay-per-view. You gotta put on something, yo. You just gonna take the money and not give us a fight in general? I don't care if Adrian Broner had to fight fucking Blur Cobb. I don't care if Adrian Broner had to fight motherfucking I don't care if he had to fight Blur Cobb. I don't care if he had to fight fucking Malik Hooker. I don't care if Adrian Broner had to fight motherfucking. What's good, Josh? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Josh. Glad you can make it. I don't care if he had to fight goddamn Malik Hooker. I don't care if he had to fight motherfucking Appreciate that. That was that book. Shout out to my guy, whoever that was. I just heard it. I can't see it. That was D man. Shout out D man. Appreciate you, D man. Shout out my guy D man. Now let's get it, man. Shout out my guy D man. But yeah, what I was gonna say. But yeah, you know what I mean? Will, like they gotta, it's on them. I feel what you saying, Will. That make perfect sense, Will, right? If I'm the zone, Golden Boy, right? If I'm PBC or whatever, maybe if I'm PBC, maybe I lend them a fight. You know what I mean? But if I'm top rank, yeah, I'm not letting my fighters go fight, you know what I mean, on their goddamn app, right? But not every fighter. Every fighter, right? My bad. My bad, y'all. But you know, every fighter don't get that luxury. Shout out my guy D man. Now Omega, I said Cash App Omega. No, appreciate you. Shout out my guy Omega with the super chat. I said Cash App Omega. I said Cash App G. Appreciate you. Shout out my guy Omega in the super chat though. Super chats, Cash Apps, all welcome. You know what I mean? That's all welcome because YouTube take a certain amount, you know, before we get our money anyway. So all that shit work. Now, you good, Omega, you good. Appreciate that, pimp. Appreciate that. My guy Omega, new fat boy. What's good? What's good, new fat boy? What's good, new fat boy? When this thing or having a conversation. Oh, if you just rolling in, if you don't know, this ain't really breaking news. It's just us having a conversation. This me being blown back. You know, I was ready to see the AP fight. I'm ready to go. I was ready to go down to the south. You know what I mean? Do my damn thing. You know what I mean? Do my damn thing. Type deal. Believe it or not, Adrian Broner do still got fans out here. I'm one of them. A lot of people that here like me. You know, just the festivity of it. Will Old School just said something smart as fuck. Will Old School said, you know, maybe the part of the reason they had trouble finding an ABL fight is because don't nobody want they fighter to go fight on a one-off type deal, upstart, you know what I mean, boxing joint, right? But everybody, what I was telling Brother Will is shit, everybody ain't got that. You know, everybody don't got the luxury of being signed to a major outlet, right? So it's a couple, you know, I only want to call them rinky dink, right? But it's a couple, you know, fighters up on the rise, bro. You know what I mean? At that point, you just got to put on the show. You just got to get somebody and keep, you know, your business going. Be like, okay, you could most definitely smooth over Adrian Broner fighting up and coming, you know, so name, right? Mikey Williams Jr. on your third fight, you could smooth over Adrian Broner fighting Mikey Williams Jr. right on the third or fourth fight way better than you can not giving us no fight at all. You're not gonna give us no fight at all, so you're gonna take our bread, right? You're gonna take our bread, and then you're gonna not give us no fight at all. Like this is the second time. You know what I mean? This is the second time that this happened, right? You know, fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. You know what I mean? He said, Blue, the hardest worker on YouTube, hasn't made a video since the news broke about AB. Think about that. Yeah. And it ain't Blue. I ain't blaming Blue. This don't got nothing to do with Blue. To do with Blue is just a dude that promoted. Blue probably sick to his stomach right now. You know what I mean? That he got to come over here and try to smooth this shit over. You know what I'm saying? But Blue ain't the one that's making the move. Blue is working for him. They using Blue. They fucking up Blue credibility. Somebody said that earlier. Yeah, they fucking it up because you know they paid Blue and now Blue got to, you know, talk. You know, tell us all this fucking bad news. You know what I mean? They use Blue good name. You know what I mean? And I feel like they use Adrian Broner name. You know what I mean? And I feel like they use who there was. I heard it, but I can't see it. Shout out my guy CH. I don't know if you want me to say your real name, CH. But shout out my guy CH in the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Greatly appreciate you. those Omega. Okay, Omega. Okay, bet. Okay, bet. Appreciate you, pimp. It's all good. Appreciate you, pimp. Okay, bet for sure. Appreciate you, mate. Appreciate you, my G. Appreciate you. But yeah, and I'm saying like this don't got nothing to do with Blue. This ain't no shots at Blue. This don't got shit to do with Blue. Blue is the promoter. Blue tell us what's going on. He basically the reporter, goddamn it. When they make a move, Blue report it. Blue ain't up there saying, yeah, make all these fucked up moves. Blue ain't up there saying, yeah, cut A from Broner. You know what I mean? Blue ain't up there saying, you know, yeah, fuck us over with Tevin Farmer. You know what I mean? Yeah, he invested in the wheel, but it ain't just him. You know what I mean? He ain't the one. Yeah, it ain't just him. Well, it ain't him. He ain't the one he ain't the one like he don't like somebody on top of him own it. Like it's somebody over him. You know what I mean? That's making the moves. Smooth. Somebody on top of him making moves. You know what I mean? We need to make our own fucking app. Shit. So y'all won't miss the shows. We're gonna make a TW every time we have all our lives and shit. You know, every time we go like I just tap TWT out. Everybody like now I'm bullshit, But yeah, he invested though, but you know, it ain't him that's orchestrating all these fucked up ass moves. You know what I mean? He ain't the one orchestrating all these fucked up ass moves though, is what I'm saying. It's a lot of fucked up ass moves being made, man. I feel bad for Blue. He stuck his neck out for the company. Right. And that's basically what I'm getting at. Is I have an app, it's called Red Tube. I ain't fucking with you. Cause if that's what I think it is, Red, I ain't fucking with you, bro. I got an app too. I got an app too. I got an app too, then, Red. If that's what I think it is, Red, I ain't fucking with you, Red. If that's what I think it is, I ain't fucking with you, man. Oh no, I'm rusty on that one. I don't use them no more. If that's what it is, if that's what I think it is, man, I ain't fucking with you. Go my app. I right there. Yeah, that jump right there ain't for children neither, right? But I digress. Right? Dog. You know what I mean? So shit. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised, right? If I'm quite sure I ain't the only person that feel like this, and I know I ain't the first person that said this. You know what I mean? I ain't the first person that said this. You know what I mean? I ain't the first person that said this. But I'm starting to feel a little play just a little bit about BLK Prime. Not blue blood, not blue blood. I'm starting to feel a little play about BLK Prime, man. Because I didn't pay for 3 goddamn pay-per-views, right? BLK Prime got me on here asking my subscribers for dollars. You see what I mean? But now I appreciate y'all though for helping me out, helping my gambling habit for real. For real. I made some jumps last night. I lost. And I had 3 in the account. And I had 9, in the gambling junk on the Cash App card. Right next to them, I got attached to the gambling junk. So I need to get that junk back on that. I need to fill that junk up. So now you're back at the end. So now I can bet with the 13. You know what I mean? But hell yeah. Y'all subscribe to my website. That's my website down there. Omega said his junk called Red Tube. My junk called Flavor Tea. Y'all subscribe to them junks. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, I'm starting to feel a little play, man. I'm starting to feel a little play by this whole BLK Prime thing. I'm unsubscribed. I'm done. After this move, but I go back, right? They make a move that I like, right? They sign a big enough fight. They put on a good enough fight for your boy. I go back. I don't mind going back. I watch fights. You know what I mean? I'm watching them. You know what I mean? I don't care where they at. You know, if I want to watch them, I don't care if they're overly popular or no shit like that. I don't care about none of that. Give a fuck about none of this shit. But nah, I'm just bullshit. But I digress though. But I don't care about none of that. If I want to watch it, I go back and I get it. But I'm done after this move. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't work with him. Can't coach with him. Can't win with him. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just, I can't do it. The reason I did this EP, right? The reason that I can't do this EP is because he said I sub to whatever, nigga. Whatever, nigga. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, whatever, nigga. Yeah, you sub to the channel, Sham, I got. Appreciate you. Shut up, nigga. My Omega Red. Yeah, y'all sub to that junk. Y'all sub to that junk like my guy Omega Red did. Yeah, appreciate you. Yep, y'all sub to that junk. Y'all to that junk, man. Y'all sub to my webs. I got new web. Y'all booting it up. Y'all go on that junk. Y'all tell me. Y'all check out the kinks. It costs $7 to subscribe. It's less than BLK Prime. You know what I mean? Y'all subscribe new. Y'all check that junk out. Y'all tell me what it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the new design and everything. I know what it say right there, but no, that ain't what you think. It's just a new website. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that junk. You know what I mean? But I digress. Right, y'all check out the new website that I just launched. Y'all check the website. Y'all check out the website. You know, but yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm done, man. I can't do it no more. You fool me once. You fool me once. Like fool me once, shame on me, right? Fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Dude, what's good, dude? Appreciate you sliding through. We just in this thing having a conversation about Adrian Broner and BLK Prime, going they separate ways. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm starting to feel a little robbed, dude. I'm starting to feel a little scammed. You know what I mean? I ain't the only one. I just want to speak on it. You know what I mean? A lot of information ain't out about what exactly happened. Can't piece together. Brother Tate said that they fell out because BLK Prime wanted him to fight Regis and he wanted to fight Terrence Crawford, right? My thing is both are good fights. Both are for titles. Regis and Terrence Crawford, as far as both of them being champions, they both are champions. One is at 47, the other is at 140. Maybe Adrian Broner, could make 140. You know what I mean? Maybe he couldn't make 140. You know what I mean? Right? So you go to 47. But my thing is either way, what I'm saying is either way, that's a good fight, like, no matter what fight, right? And with Adrian Broner being your only boxer, right? With Adrian Broner, you know what I mean? At this point, him being your only boxer, him being your biggest boxer, right? You know what I mean? I think you gotta go and make that happen, man. Right? Whatever they want, whatever he want at that point, man, you gotta go make that thing happen. You know what I mean? Type deal. So Regis got to rematch Taylor. I think Taylor got to rematch him, man. These days, right? Taylor don't. Taylor ain't really, man. He ain't really. It's like he fighting Tio. You know what I mean? He was supposed to fight Catterall. He supposed to fight Tio. You know what I mean? I don't think he wanting to fight. The tough competition right now. Just me personally. I don't think the tough competition is, on his mind. You know what I mean? Right now at this point. Type deal. I think he won't paydays, right? I think Jack Catterall, since the Jack Catterall thing, I think he won't pay that. We had a Josh Taylor conversation yesterday, pretty list. Shout out my guy, pretty list. Mike Big was good. Mike Big was good. Appreciate cash out, but support is free. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Really here for a good time or a long time. We've been in this thing cooking almost 2 hours. You know what I mean? But I know sometimes, y'all just be passing through. I know other people live. I know y'all got stuff going. If y'all could just hit the for I got 16 people in. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Help your boy keep going in that algo. Let them know that we talking this good boxing. Let them know where you at. Let them know that you're in the place to be. Let YouTube know that you here right now. You know what I mean? Hit that thumbs up for every boy get going in that I'll go. Adrian Broner fight has been counseled. He's all the way counseled, right? He had three different opponents. They all fell through for weird reasons, right? The first guy, him and his manager was beefing, right? Alvin Reddock was cool with the purse that he was getting. His management team wanted more money. The fight ended up falling through. Hank London actually popped dirty, you know what I mean, on Adrian Broner. The fight ended up falling through. Then you had Mikey Williams break his jaw and training. The fight ended up falling through, right? And they said, okay, we go postpone the Adrian Broner fight, right? And now the news we get now is that Adrian Broner and BLK Prime has now parted ways. So there will be no Adrian Broner fight, right? And I'm just talking about it's kind of a bad look for BLK Prime. Again, has nothing to do with blue blood. He's not the one. It's, do this. He may have invested, but he's not the one that's saying make all these badass decisions, right? He kind of just got to report it to us. The decisions he kind of got to report it to us, right? You know what I mean? But this is a bad look right now, right? Me being a BLK subscriber, I've now paying for 3 pay-per-views. Farmer Bay, Turnsburg Crawford, Avenesian, and Adrian Broner versus opponent to be announced, right? And I only got 1 out of the 3 pay-per-views, that I paid for. So I'm just, having the conversation. I'm talking to myself on YouTube with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm just like, damn. I'm starting to feel a little played a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm starting to feel a little played. And I know that I ain't the only one, you know what I mean, who feel like that. Right, but I'm starting to feel just, like damn, like is this starting? Is this starting? Y'all should do this on purpose, like you know what I mean. So today I'm unsubscribing, you know what I mean, from this shit. Like I'm not subscribing to it when they have another fight that I like. I most definitely will go back. Right, I have no problem going back. I most definitely will go back. Right, I'll be the first person back. You know what I mean? Because I pay for what I like, right? But right now, I'm constantly paying for pay-per-views that I'm not getting. He said that was mega honest, my nigga. Yeah, right. I just, I don't know how else to see it, dog. You know what I mean? I'm starting to, just a little play. So, we go skip. We go drop the BLK Prime, and I go back when we get that work. He said, when you sell the BLK Prime, is it a monthly subscription? Yes, it is, Omega Red. It's a monthly subscription of $10, right? But the thing that happened this last time, right, it's supposed to took out the $10 for the monthly subscription, but it took out the pay-per-view price for Adrian Broner's next pay-per-view. So they basically made everybody buy the Adrian Broner pay-per-view who subscribed to BLK Prime. If you subscribe to review, right? Now the thing with that is now Adrian Broner, as of yesterday, has left BLK Prime, so he's not with them. So that means that we're not even getting the Adrian Broner pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Oh, fool me one time, shame on me. Tevin Farmer, Mickey Bay, right? If y'all recall, right, we paid for that pay-per-view, and that fight never happened. We got the Bud pay-per-view. We just paid for AB pay-per-view, right, without even knowing, right? We paid for AB pay-per-view, and that fight is not about to happen, right? Now, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Where I'm from, right, that sound like a goddamn scam, right? And I'm not saying that Blue Blood scammed nobody, right? I'm saying BLK Prime, like the moves that's being made, like if one is feeling like they're being scammed. You know what I mean? The only fight we got was Bud Crawford. That's why I'm saying, was it a Bud Crawford scam? You know what I mean? You use Bud name, you use Adrian Broner name to get the boxing world involved. And, we got one of the fights, and we ain't got those, but we pay for 3. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be, surprised that people feel away, right? Because shit, No, I'm starting to feel away. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is a monthly subscription. It is a monthly subscription. Yeah. Yeah, man. My thing is, right, whatever the reason is, right, man, you gotta get that AB fight to happen, right? After this, you know, it's been going on this long, you can push it back, push it back. And let's think about it from AB perspective for a second, right? Let's take it, let's take it out BLK, right? Let's think about AB. What was AB saying, right? When he signed this deal right before he got here? What was AB saying? AB seemed really, really happy, right? That man seemed extremely happy. That man was extremely happy, right? And he said to himself, he said, BLK Prime, it rejuvenated. And they gave me a chance. I want to fight. I feel like, this is my last chance, right? And I'm back to getting people what they want, right? He was in the gym. It seemed like AB was rejuvenated with this move. He even said in the interview, right? They gave me new life, you know what I mean? Type deal. And now you pull the rug away from AB. You get what I'm saying? With the shit that AB already been going through. We know AB had the drinking problem, right? And now you pull the rug right from under AB. And this time it's not even him, right? This time he was fully focused. This time he was ready in the gym, changed multiple opponents, you know what I mean, about to make the fight. And boom, the rug get pulled up from under AB again. I don't know how brother AB is. We all know how brother AB is, right? People like we not even thinking about it from the aspect of damn, is they go, turn AB off a little bit, right? Is they go send AB right back, to is they gonna make AB revert back to his own ways, right? Having the fight, pulled away from up under him. You know what I mean? Like that. Now what he gonna do, right? In his meantime, he was just training for a fight that he not about to get. Money that he not about to get. You know what I mean? Type deal. So it's who knows, man? Who knows? But I'm disappointed, right? I'm sure BLK Prime and Adrian Broner are disappointed, right? I'm waiting for more news, waiting for more news to come out. You know what I mean? Zach, he said if it's too good to be true, it's probably not. Right, 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 right. And that's just my sour grapes, man. Sour motherfucking grapes. I would tell you that for sure, Omega Red. Cause it was me, like, believe it or not, AB was gonna have a nice look, room in Atlanta, man. It was people who was looking forward to it. You know what I mean? It was people who was looking forward to that. John AB do good. You know what I mean? AB do good down here in the South. You know what I mean? We was looking forward to that, John, man. I'm a little upset unless it's a, and I feel like this fight with Adrian Broner, man, you gotta make this move. Like you gotta make this fight, and you don't just cancel this fight unless you got a bigger move. You know what I mean? Up your sleeve. I got 18 people in the building. Can I get everybody to hit that thumbs up? I know sometimes we roll on in, a little too fast. It won't necessarily hit that thumbs up. I know it's other people live, right? But let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that you in the place to be, right? Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing. Help your boy get going real good. You know what I mean? In the algo. I've been on this thing for about hour and 50 right now. You know what I mean? So if you just get on the back end, if you ain't heard Adrian Broner, you know what I mean? Part of ways with BLK Prime, right? We just in here talking about, the rundown. Everything that's been going on, right, with BLK, Adrian Broner type deal, and where, he going from here type deal. I'm a little upset, right, which is why y'all see me on this junk, talking about it, right? I'm a little upset. You know what I mean? Because I was looking forward to this, man. Yep, I met Junior the Truth at the Shakur Stevenson fight down there in Atlanta, Omega Red. So I'm pretty sure he was gonna be in the building too. You know what I mean? But that's what I was saying, man. It's a whole faction of people. It's a whole faction of people, right? You know what I mean? Who was looking forward to going down there and to that Adrian Broner fight. You know what I mean? I feel like, especially after the Mickey Bay move, right? We had a Bud Crawford versus Avanesian fight. You know what I mean? I feel like after those moves, man, you gotta find a way to make this Adrian Broner fight. They said they was gonna postpone it and to go from postponing it to ditching Adrian Broner completely. I think that's wild, man. That's wild, and it's a bit disappointing. Like, not even a bit, right? It's extremely, you know what I mean, disappointing. I bet y'all making bitch. Not even gonna say it's a little disappointing, right? It's extremely disappointing for your boy. I had my Atlanta outfit ready. I'm in South Carolina, so I could have easily gone. It was just to see the YouTube family, right? And that's really all it be like when you push it in Atlanta. It's literally you going for the fight, right? But you going for the festivity, man. You going for the event. You really going to walk around the fucking lobby and parlay with your people. You know what I mean? I met my boy Albert Bell in person, for the first time in Atlanta. I mean, you going for the movement. You going for the situation. You going for the situation. You know what I mean? It was gonna be people. It was gonna be a nice little situation in that thing. You know what I mean? AB gonna bring them people out. Black Hollywood. AB was gonna bring them people out, man. He said if the Wizards of boxing pulling AB strings, man. Right, it's crazy. He can't catch a break. Adrian Broner cannot catch a break, man. I hope he stay focused though, right? I hope he get a fight quick, right? I hope he get a fight with somebody quick. Hope he hop on one of these PBC cards, right? Or he get that Carter Ben fight, or he hop on one of them DAZN cards. You know what I mean? Or whatever. He hop on one of them DAZN cards or whatever, right? But I hope he get right back in it. You know what I mean? I hope this don't knock him off. Knock him off his rocker. You know what I mean? Or no shit like that. Cause I like AB, man. I like Focus AB, right? I just seen AB. I just seen AB in his workouts. You know what I mean? I was looking at AB, doing his workouts, doing training camp, and I saw him go from that beer belly, you know what I mean, to in damn good shape. You know what I mean? In the weeks leading up to this fight. So I know that he So I know that, you know what I mean? So I know that he focused. You know what I mean? AB versus Conor Ben, that's it. Yeah, I love to see that. I love to see that. He said Atlanta coming now for a boxing event. Anyway, I got a lot of my first cousins living there, and they go just cuz. Yep, facts. That alone, Adrian Broner event. He said can't fight Conor Ben on BLK Prime. He not with BLK Prime no more. BLK Prime and Adrian Broner split. That's what this sudden tea is about. This not breaking news. I ain't break this news. It actually happened last night. You know what I mean? I just want, I'm just now talking about it. You know what I mean? This morning, but the news actually happened last night. But if he fight Conor Ben, right, more than likely that will be on DAZN. You know what I mean? But him and BLK Prime part of the way. So I got 19 people in the building, and I get everybody to hit that thumbs up for your boy. I know it's other people live. I know some of y'all passing through, but I need 7 more y'all to smash that like button. I'm at 33 likes. We'll greatly appreciate if I can get 7 more y'all. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we in the place to be. Let YouTube know that you in the place to be, right? Let them know that we talking this good boxing. And let them know that Adrian Broner, and let them know that Adrian Broner and BLK Prime decided to part ways. So the fight with Adrian Broner is off, right? It went from postponed to being off. Niggas like me is sad, right? And they really just got me the thing, and right, I know I ain't the only one right there. We like 1 for 3 on these BLK Prime pay-per-views, right? Is this the end of BLK Prime? You know what I mean? Because they don't have any boxers. If they do got some boxers, ain't in the high-level boxers or boxers of note, right? So it's looking pretty bad for them right now. Is that even still a boxing thing? You know what I mean? When you got damn near 100% of your subscribers coming from the boxing community, right? And you lose Terrence Crawford, you lose AB just as quick as you signed Terrence Crawford, right? And AB. And you lose them, right? When you lose those guys like that, when you lose those guys like that all of a sudden, and you got Adrian Broner about to have a fight, right? We already paid for this Adrian Broner fight, right, directly or indirectly, and now no Adrian Broner fight. Kind of sound like the Tevin Farmer situation, right? And I've been saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm unsubscribing, you know what I mean, from BLK Prime. Again, this has zero to do with Blue Blood Sports TV. He just report what's going on, you know what I mean, type deal. This actually, it looks bad on him being affiliated, you know what I mean, with them. He built his reputation. He built himself, you know, for all these years, you know, right? He in bed with these guys, right? And it's fighting on him as well. But my thing is with BLK Prime, um, we need some fights, man. You know what I mean? We need some good fights. If you want people to stay subscribed, I'm not subscribed no more. But I'm not against coming back either. You know what I mean? But if you want people to stay subscribed, right? Uh, we need a big fight, right? We need a name, we need something, especially with this bad news, you know what I mean, coming out. We most definitely need a reason, you know what I mean, to believe that, you know, we not just being scammed. We need a reason to believe we're not just being ganked. You know what I mean? At least I do. People like me do. It's gonna be people who stay. You know what I mean? And again, I'm not against coming back. But you know, when you 1 for 3 on pay-per-views, but you took our money 3 times, right? You know, you have people who start to feel played. You know what I mean? Quick. What's good, quick? Appreciate this, quick. See that. You just having them AB and BLK Prime parting ways, you know, before the fight, right? They were supposed to have a fight and they ended up, you know, separating. But the thing is, they already took out money for said fight, you know. They already took the money for said fight, but they parted ways. So this is the second time that, you know, effectively we paid for a fight on BLK Prime and ain't got it. You know what I mean? It's just not a good look. Just not a good look. You know what I mean? It's not a good look for BLK Prime. They started off so hot, right? Brian Norman Jr., right? Turnsborough owner. With Brian Norman Jr., he ended up never fighting on there. Then they signed Tevin Farmer and Mickey Beta fight on there, right? And then they never fought on there, right? Then they signed Turnsborough, Crawford, and Adrian Broner back to back. Turnsborough Crawford had his fight on there, right? So they got that one right. And then you had Adrian Broner pay-per-view coming up. They took the money for the Adrian Broner pay-per-view. They took the money for the Adrian Broner pay-per-view, right? And no Adrian Broner fight. You know what I mean? Now, so I think it's fair to say, you know, I think it's fair for anybody, you know what I mean, to ask questions or to feel like, damn, you know, what's really going on? Yo, I got 24 people in the building. I know all y'all ain't been in here, you know, up to now. I got 34 likes. So I mean, only 2 of y'all smashed that like button. I had about 80 y'all come in here. So can y'all do your boy a favor? Hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know where you at. I know there's other people about to go on. I know some of y'all that's about to go on maybe in here right now. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Let YouTube know that we having this boxing conversation. Now, this is not breaking news. This disappointing news, right? I want to see the Adrian Broner fight. You know what I mean? I was ready to go down to the A, you know, had my Atlanta outfit on. You know what I mean? I was ready to do do the damn thing type deal. And now the fight is not gonna be at all. First, you know, we got the fight pushed back like 3 or 4 times. Then they said we gonna postpone it, and now the fight ain't gonna happen at all. And the news that's circulating right now, Adrian Broner, appreciate you, Will. Adrian Broner ain't, you know, came out and gave his side of it yet. Adrian Broner ain't came out and gave his side of it yet, right? But we do got some news from Brother Teddy Jones on the behalf of BLK Prime. And he said that BLK Prime wanted them to fight Regis Prograis type opponents, and he wants to fight Bud Crawford type opponents. My thing is, shit, Regis Prograis or Bud Crawford are good fights. And Regis Prograis or Bud Crawford are good fights for for Agent Brown. Those are people will watch. So I feel like either or, right? You make that fight happen. I feel like with Adrian Broner being your only boxer, if not your only boxer, the biggest boxer at this point on BLK Prime, right? Then you kind of want to hold on to him and just get this first fight out the way. It don't got to be a big name, you know what I mean? Opponent, Prograis title right now, and Bud Crawford title right now. Anyway, right? So those two weren't going to be next in general, right? But you kind of got to give us something, especially since we already paid for it. You know what I mean? You kind of got to give us something, especially since, it's already been paid for. You know what I mean? And if this was the first incident, maybe people understand more, right? But this being the second time, it's just starting to look real funny. You know what I mean? I'm starting to feel a certain type of way, right? Like, damn, I'm starting to feel play just a little bit. You know what I mean? And again, this has zero to do with Sports TV. He's not the one up there saying he do this, do that, do that, do that. He's in partnership with them. He's a promoter, right? He kind of just tell us what's going on, right? He's not the one that's at the very top pulling the strings, right? So he reports to us what's going on. So this ain't me, taking a shot at him. This is me, talking about BLK Prime and the moves that they've made since they've been here, right? What's good, Jay Lee? Appreciate you sliding through. Yo, I got 38 likes, and I get everybody in the building that ain't hit the thumbs up to hit the thumbs up. You know what I mean? For your boy winning this thing, having a boxing conversation. No, this is me pointing the finger at BLK Prime. You know what I mean? Actually, like we didn't pay for 3 pay-per-views right at this point, and we only got one of them, right? You know what I mean? You took the Adrian Broner pay-per-view right from everybody, had everybody in the uproar. You know what I mean about that? You effectively took the money for Adrian Broner's pay-per-view, right? And now what you're telling us is that we're not even going to get the Adrian Broner fight, right? Kind of reminds me of Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer. What's good, A1 Hoops on? Appreciate you sliding through. My boy Jay Gibson was good. Appreciate y'all sliding through. TWT in the building. Y'all boys smash that like button for your boy. If you in the building, you ain't hit the thumbs up. Y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy. Having us about the conversation. I know other people live right now. I know y'all got shit to do. He said, nah, we done got 4 pay-per-views, but miss seeing the fights, right? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. We got 3 of them that we paid for, you know what I mean? And, you signed up Brian Norman, right? And he never fought. But you got Mickey Bay versus David Farmer, Adrian Broner, and Raddock, and Bud versus Avanesian. You know what I mean? The Bud, did they charge people for fights and not refund them? Yeah, that's what we saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's, too far-fetched if people, starting to feel, I don't think it's too far-fetched if people, you know what I mean, starting to feel like, they played a little bit, because I'm starting to feel, you know what I mean, just a little play, a little bit type deal. One of these, like, I think at this point, you got to make that Adrian Broner fight at all costs. You know what I mean? I feel like at this point, you got to make that Adrian Broner fight at all costs with everything that's going on, right? With all the bad news surrounding everything that's going on. I think at this point, if the only problem was right, Terrence Crawford or Regis, man, y'all gotta, pull it. Now, at this, I really don't know. Maybe y'all know. I really don't know. Right? Maybe y'all know better than I know, but I'm not aware. I'm not aware of it being right. So essentially, BLK Prime don't have any boxers. You know what I mean? Right now, idea. So we very well could be seeing, the end. And I hope, that's not it, because that'd be a weird way to come in and out, right? That'll be quick, right? Somebody made a reference and said that BLK Prime has become Triller. The BLK Prime has become Triller. You know what I mean? And The sad part about that is actually it would be a little worse than Triller. You know what I mean? Because Triller actually put on multiple fights. You know what I mean? Triller put on multiple fights. And BLK Prime put on one. Triller put on at least, a year or two worth of work, right? BLK Prime couldn't get anything but one fight off of the ground, right? They signed about 4 fighters, and only one of the fighters fought, right? Brian Norman, AB, and Terrence. They signed 3 fighters, and only one of the fighters fought. He just BLK Prime, white suspect. They mean Triller as a Thriller as a Michael Jackson, bro. Omega Red said, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, what's really going on here? Like, you know what I mean? Y'all got to give us something. Got to give us something, man. You know what I mean, man? Y'all got to give us something, man, at this point. Like, can't keep, again, fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. The Triller put on hella fights and didn't pay nobody. Right. Triller put on bad fights. Triller overpaid motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Said no that Debo people and said, what? That's my money. Quickly right. Like it ain't right. You will start to feel like that quick. You know what I mean? I can't, not nobody who's starting to feel that way. Right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Quick. I can't knock nobody who's starting to feel that way, dude. Like damn, you just go like damn, you just go take my shit like that. Till Blue played his first video since the news broke 15 minutes ago. Yeah, he probably heard one of y'all say. He probably heard one of y'all say Blue Blood ain't made a video. Now I'm just playing child brother Blue Blood. Now I'm just playing y'all. Let me stop. But now I'm just playing y'all. My bad, y'all. But yeah, Adrian Broner and BLK Prime decided to apologize. You know what I mean? I'm unsubscribing from it, right? But again, I'm not against like every pay-per-views and only got one. Right? He said churches watch money. That's the whole Robin Hood story. He said that's the whole Robin Hood. That's the whole Robin Hood story. Nothing new here. Money got to be watched somewhere. Crime, politics, and the same. In sports, crime, politics, sports. It's all the same. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy. Rather you just passing through. I know it's other people, live. I know everybody got shit to do. Y'all hitting the work. Good stuff, boy. If y'all could do your boy solid, hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know that we live. Let YouTube know that we talking this good boxing, having this boxing conversation. We really appreciate everybody. Slide through. Adrian Broner left BLK Prime, so that means no Adrian Broner fight, right? If you anything like me, you're a little disappointed, right? Actually, I'm a big disappointed, right? But I'm keeping it all together. I'm big disappointed, right? Or you know what I mean? Because I was looking for. I'm big disappointed, right? Because I was looking forward to this Adrian Broner fight. I was looking forward to going, to Atlanta, seeing this thing in person. What's good, Sari? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Sari. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. If y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. Hit that thumbs up for your boy. The Adrian Broner fight is officially off, y'all. That fight was holding on by a thread, right? I want to commend, right? I commend it. I want to commend, AB for sticking in there, doing everything in his power. You know what I mean? To make this fight happen. It's like AB got some of the worst luck. You know what I mean? In boxing, right? That's the AB side of. Hope he can get a fight soon. You know what I mean? So he could stay on focus. He been in camp, right? Had an excellent camp. Hope he get a chance to use, you know what I mean, his excellent camp, right? So I hope he get a chance to work that out, and he do fight sooner rather than later. But I'm just over here thinking about BLK Prime and some of the moves that they have made since they started, right? The moves in the totality of it all, and is on the grand scheme of things, right? It's not looking good, right? When you look at where they are now, the moves that they've made up until now, it's not looking too hot, right? I'm starting to feel like I'm losing, right, more than I'm gaining from BLK Prime boxing. You know what I mean? Feel like I'm losing more than I'm gaining from it, right? I'm paying for fights, but I ain't necessarily getting what I'm paying for. I'm paying for these names, right? But these names not stepping inside of the ring. There's always a reason why they do or they don't. And maybe once, right, you get with it, but it's becoming a recurring thing, right? It's becoming a recurring thing. Like, you can't keep pinning on me and telling me it's lemonade. You know what I mean? You can't keep pinning on me and telling me it's lemonade. For one, I smell it. I can motherfucking taste it. And I love lemonade. I know what lemonade tastes like. This ain't no goddamn lemonade. You know what I mean? Type deal. I just put lemonade in there. I tried to put Kent State in there. You know what I mean? So I hope AB get a chance to figure out, I hope AB do, have a fight. I hope we do get a chance, Agent Broner in action pretty soon, right? I hope BLK Prime do got a backup plan, a supplementary plan, right? From, the AB move type deal, because see, AB is the only boxer, on the stable right now. We still got unpaid for fights, right? We got two free pay-per-views, right? That, BLK Prime owes. So I want to see, how the whole situation work out with AB and exactly where BLK Prime, going from here, right? But I ain't gonna keep y'all in this thing too long. I'm gonna feed myself, make myself some breakfast, Ken Hardaway 7 tea. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, just the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look.